Okay, now you know how to use the camera feature on your smartphone. So we're going to talk a little bit now about available light, its quality, how to find good available light in your immediate area, and how to use the light to best capture your food. Let's talk about lighting. Food generally looks best when it's lit from the back sides, when it's lit from the back, or when it's lit from the side just off quarter angle like this, with big, broad sources of light. Now, a big source of light is relative to its proximity to the subject. So if you have a window this size and it's on the other side of the room 20 feet away, it looks like a light source this big. Your shadows are going to be hard. If you bring that light source closer, or you bring your plate closer to that light source, all of the shadowing becomes softer, it becomes more aesthetically pleasing. And if that light is coming from behind, or if it's coming from back sides, it's very, very dramatic. It's very powerful. You get a rim light, you get separation from your background. And if you expose for the food, this light gets bright. And when it gets bright, that shot pops. It just explodes. Same thing happens if you just have one back source light, not overhead. 2 rules. Never use direct overhead lighting in your kitchen, and never use on-camera flash, ever. Always go for side lighting, back lighting, and expose for the food, so you get a bright shimmer from those accent lights. And you can always fill with cards, or position your food so that your light sources actually fill the shot too. This, right now, is lit. The sunroom is over there. I've got big, big picture windows, as I'll show you. Well, look, you'll see. See, I've got big picture windows. I've got, the kitchen has got 2 window lights right here, which are influencing the lighting effect on this. And we've got that sun opening right there. So all of that's playing on this right now. And the fill light coming from the front is coming from the sunroom. You can see that light, okay? So I'm going to take a shot of this, and I'm going to use this as a background. It's insignificant. So I'm just going to get a shot of this so you can see what the lighting from these sources is. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, you see how those 2 window lights in the kitchen behind this lit it from the back and put that shine across the top of the fruit? Well, having that light a little bit brighter with respect to the fill light that's coming from those picture windows, which are across the room behind me, is what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about shooting in direct light. Here we have direct sunlight coming at a relatively low angle through this big picture window. It's hitting the room and bouncing off the white ceiling, so it gives us a little bit of fill light. But the contrast is so strong when you're shooting with direct light that you have to actually be going for an effect as opposed to trying to get just a beauty shot. So what I do is I expose for the food and blow out that hard light in the back, and it gives this sort of morning sunlight glow to the image, as you can see here. In summary, learn the light in your area. Learn how to use it, play with it, take different plates that you make and find what suits that dish the best. Know that you're always going to be learning something about light and what you can do with it to make your shots. I hope this helps. And let's move on to the next lesson, where I'm going to talk briefly about using the exposure control in your smartphone camera to help you control getting your shot and getting the effect you want.